Today I'm going to talk a little about the achievement of medicine and how it was changed over the years. First of all, I'm going to talk about the origin of medicine. The mythological origin of medicine in Greek mythology, it is said that the god of medicine was Apollo, also called Alexikako. He was the doctor of the Olympian god whose wounds he healed using a pony root. Medicine has reached a remarkable development in the 20th century, so that today it is possible to prevent the appearance of many diseases that were so frequent before, cure others that were purely incurable, etc. Today I will give an interview to an old person to find out what medicine was like in his time and what he thinks about it. I decided to do the interview to my grandfather, but unfortunately he couldn't be here, but his answers, I'm gonna read it. The first question I did it was, how was medicine in your time? He responds, it was made of natural things like plants, and the medicine was very expensive, that there were no generics. The second question was, when you had a mild illness, what did you do? He says, my mom made us home remedies. All of these she learned from her mom. The third question was, could you tell a home medicine that you have used? And he says, garlic tea for a cough and chamomile tea for any pain. Do you prefer medicine now or before? And he says now, and I ask why, and he says because it is more effective and there are generics which is cheaper than the normal medicine. And last question I did was, do you think medicine has been a worldwide achievement? And he responds, yes, of course, because it was helped many several illnesses that couldn't have been cured by home remedies. And as a conclusion, we can see that before medicine was more expensive and not everyone could afford it, and that it has been a great achievement worldwide and will continue to advance as time goes by. And that was all from my part, and I hope this information has helped you.
As third, I asked her that how does she know the news, and she told me that she watched TV, listen at the radio, maybe buy some newspaper or magazines. And as I know the world has changed, I asked her this last question. Do you think it's easier or better to have internet? She says yes, because with your cell phone or an app that use internet, you can communicate immediately, and all the information you could search, it will be there. So thank you. This is all by my part, and I think the internet has a good development in the world, because now we can have chance to be more near to the information, investigate, and we can be in contact with people who is far away. Thank you. Hello, my name is Mariana, and I am going to talk about a human achievement. This one is one of the most important for everybody, the internet. The internet appears at 60 by the USA, and it was called Advanced Research Project Agency. Now we can use it every time, in every place. We can communicate immediately, and we can search any topic. So I asked my mom how it was before, a life without in-depth development of this ingenious invention, and I will share with you her answers to find out how does the internet change our lives. As first, I asked her, how do they communicate as a close range? like in the same city. And she said that the only way is making letters or use the house phone. A second, I asked her, how do they communicate with somebody that is far away? And she told me that you can use some letters, you can make some postcards, and if it's an emergency, they use telegrams. As third, I asked her that how do they know the news, the things that are her.
My name is Montserrat, and I'm going to talk about the human achievement that is the printing press. In the middle of the 15th century was the invention of the modern printing press. Although China and Europe had a printing system, the German Johannes Gutenberg had the idea to perfect the woodcut of the moment, with the aim of reducing copying time and increasing copies. In the past, monks transcribed the lyrics of one letter from books to others, a task that normally took years of work. The shortage of copy due to the enormous work of elaboration meant that only a few could get close to the content. The modern printing press was able to reduce the time and therefore increase the print run and allow the manuscript to be disseminated. How it worked? The copying system was simple. It was about making small pieces of metal with a letter of sign. It relieved conversely to make the text. You only had to compose it once to create all the copies. And I decided to do a little interview to my neighbor, and this was her answer. First question: how were the printers in their time? Her answer was, they were very big and heavy machines, and not everyone had access to them. Second question: you ever used or went to a printing press? Her answer was, yes, I went to a printing house to print my sister's thesis. Third question: how soon was the print delivered to you? Her answer was, they gave us the thesis after 2 weeks. And the final question was, it's a long time compared to how fast we can now print, right? Her answer was, yes, it is. In conclusion, the modern printing press was a cultural revolution. It facilitated people access to books and brought about transformation in the political, religious, and artistic spheres. The true value of the printing press was that, for the first time, the dissemination and access to knowledge was and is possible. And without a doubt, the printing press has evolved quite a bit since then.
Today I will tell you about the evolution of the kitchen. What these changes have been. This is an interview about the evolution of the kitchen. Well, the person who answered me could not come out in the interview, but now I communicate his answer. First question: how did tortillas do? Well, before we prepare a hand in these times, there are very few people who do. For their use in this of the stove, we use fireball and charcoal. How did they heat the water? In a pot of the stove instead of the microwave. In conclusion, before they did not use electricity as much as they used natural fire, and kitchen instruments now make cooking much easier for us.